True.
A little bit closer.
That's true.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Makes them tougher.
It's always nice.
Also making this broadcast possible, the City of Carterville, Heather's Bake Shop, the Bank of Heron, and Polar Whip. Here's the voice of the Lions, Dave McKenzie.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Carterville High School. It's Dave McKenzie along with John Homan here tonight, getting you set for Carterville Lions basketball at home as they take on the Anna-Jonesboro Wildcats. We're glad to have you. A nice crowd has filtered in. The Carterville Band is here. John Homan has shown up. We're good to go. And a little bit of an early start here tonight, John Homan.
Well, it certainly is.
You're out of breath, pal.
Supposed to fix that for me. I was running in from the parking lot.
But, yeah, Carterville is taking on the Anna-Jonesboro Wildcats. Lions are on a roll this season. They're 22-3 on the year. Anna-Jonesboro comes in 12-14 on the season. Of course, John, you called the game over at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. These two teams met in the championship game of the EHT this year.
Certainly did. It was, and you know, the Lions just really came out, played extremely well in that game, and put the game away pretty quickly, and you know, captured the first EHT title for the Lions. And I'm sure AJ would like to put up a better showing here tonight, maybe a little bit of revenge on their minds, but the Lions, they have something to play for as well. You know, they want to play for that number 1 seed in the regional.
Absolutely, and so this is a regional seeding game here tonight, but you know that AJ and Coach Mike Chamness, they would like to get that record evened up with the Lions here in this game here this evening. Of course, there's been all sorts of basketball around the region today, and as we go through the game and at halftime, we'll go through and recap some of those scores here this evening. Of course, Carterville Cheer participated at the state competition. I see that they are back and on the floor here this evening. So a lot been going on here today. We're going to go on and take our first break, and when we come back, I had a chance to catch up to the head coach of the Carterville Lions, Shane Hawkins. We'll hear that next on News Radio WJPF.
Bank with people you know.
We 22
who
or
know
23
and
and
love
3.
Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to
Is that right?
Yeah, we'll make up for those couple off days.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so it was a weird Friday night because
It really was weird.
we're never off on Friday night, and that just kind of throws me off. And so usually if we can go scout, it's a Tuesday night. Usually Tuesday night non-conference
You have
games.
their
Usually we
starters.
get to scout, but
chance.
we sent Coach Basso
Dave, you have their starters.
to see Harrisburg and Massac, and
Hey,
I
Jace.
went to see Heron Murphy.
I know
and
a few of them, but probably not all.
got to see some stuff,
Caleb
that's pertinent to what we're trying to do here, and got to see them live at least one more time before we play them. Those last 2 conference games.
Coach, this team's just been rolled along, and tonight you get Anna-Jonesboro, played them at the EHT, you get another opportunity at them tonight.
Yeah, and what we talked about yesterday and even today at shoot around, I'm sure we'll hit it again before the game, is when you get to the championship game, it's a big deal. And when you get to the championship game of a tournament and get beat by 30, it's kind of a big deal. So they remember that. They're going to come in and they're going to, as what we're going to see every game the rest of the way, is we're going to get people's best shot. They're going to come and take a swing at us, early tonight. So we have to be able to withstand that and have a mentality that the last time we played doesn't matter. 5 weeks ago does not matter. 6 weeks ago doesn't matter. It's possession by possession tonight. And we had some success guarding them a little bit. Gore, we did a pretty good job on Gore and made him work for some stuff. But we've got to do that again tonight. We've got to be able to get up and pressure people and make them uncomfortable and then not find Gore in transition and then not let him get comfortable, let him play horse. And we've really got to do a good job on finding him and locating him and making him not work hard to score. We got to make him work hard to catch the ball and not let him get comfortable tonight. And if we do that, we have a chance. If we don't, then they're gonna make our night not real comfortable.
How did your team respond to this week off?
Yeah, I think good. I think I thought we had Monday was a film and a short day, and then we played Tuesday, and then we think we were off Wednesday. And then because we had Thursday, Friday, and I thought Thursday and Friday were pretty good. I thought we kind of worked on a lot of things. We were able to watch some film. We watched film Monday. We watched film Thursday, and so we're able to see some things that maybe they get a better understanding of what we're talking about. Sometimes when they see themselves make a mistake, now it kind of clicks and they get a little bit better understanding. So hopefully we're getting to the point through film and through practice and through just continuous repetitions that the amount of mistakes we make either offensively or defensively are going to start to get lower and lower. And if we can do that, we'll have a chance. If we're going to continue to make the same mistakes over and over and have the same number of mistakes, then you're going to win a game, you shoot it well, and you're going to lose a game and you don't shoot it well. So I think our guys I think this week kind of helped our guys. Just having, I think we were on the floor with scouting report yesterday. We were on the floor for 50 minutes, and we were on the floor for an hour and 15 minutes on Thursday, and we were off on Wednesday. So we've been able to kind of try to save some bodies, and what we don't do a whole lot of live stuff. There's not a lot of beating and banging of bodies, and not a whole lot of trips. We've tried to the point now where we're just trying to fine tune some things and get better in our execution, and hopefully we'll play like that tonight.
Coach, good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Coach Shane Hawkins joining us here on our pregame show as both teams start to make their way toward the locker room here with just a couple of minutes left. You've got a couple of upsets, or you've got a big upset that took place here today, John.
Well, over at the Benton shootout, the Rich Heron shootout, my reporter was just letting me know, Matt Cagle said that the Goreville Blackcats have knocked off the #1 Class 1A team in the state, the Lawrenceville Indians. I think the score was 50-45, I believe. But what a big game, big win for Coach Todd Tripp and the Blackcats. They took two tough ones on the chin last weekend.
Yes, they did.
Woodlawn and Weber knocked them off. Or was it Waltonville and Weber or Woodlawn? I think it's Waltonville and Weber. And so they bounced back in a big way. They won about 3 games since that doubleheader loss. And now they knock off top team in the state.
Congratulations to Todd Tripp.
Absolutely.
And the Blackcats. We're going to go on and take another break here on our pregame show. We'll continue here on News Radio, WJPF.
Are you looking to enhance the beauty of your home or garden? Look no further than Clark Natural Stone, your go-to destination.
Welcome back to Carterville High School. Dave McKenzie, John Homan with you. Brian, our pal, back at the studio. Of course, this is the first John Homan of 3 games in 4 nights for the Carterville Lions. Monday night, going to be making the trip over to Chester to take on the Jackets. And then Tuesday night, we're going to head to Harrisburg and take on the Bulldogs.
Well, we'll have to plan some fine some stops at some fine establishments where we can dine.
Yep,
there's some really good places to eat. Anyway, the Lions have a legitimate shot at winning 30 games, Dave. They really do. They have 22 coming in tonight. If they hold serve here at home tonight, they take care of business against what should be teams. I don't want to say they're inferior, but they're just not on the same level as Carterville. They take care of business against Chester and Harrisburg like they should. All of a sudden, you got 25 wins early part of next week. So they have an excellent chance for 30, and who knows, maybe more.
Yeah, absolutely. So tonight, this is not going to be an easy game against the Anna-Jonesboro Wildcats, as you know, we mentioned it right there toward the top portion of the game, pregame, about these two teams met at the EHT in the championship game, and Carterville got the better of AJ that night and wound up beating them by 30 points. But AJ, they're coming off a loss last night to the Benton Rangers, so you know, they would like to turn around and after knocking off the Rangers, they'd like to come back and say, hey, we got the Lions back-to-back nights.
Yeah, and it's a tough road for them to hoe, but Lions just can't worry about whether they won by 30 the last time or not. It's a new game, new night. Just got to go out there and play hard and let the chips fall where they may. And if the Lions play to their capabilities, they'll win this ball game tonight.
Both teams make their way over toward the benches, and we are just a couple of minutes away from the starting lineups and the tip-off here this evening. There's one great crowd from Carterville. Of course, Carterville had a Friday night off last night. It was weird being home. I watched a little bit of the SIU game, then I flipped over to the Olympics, and then I reclined my recliner. I don't remember anything after that.
Well, I don't blame you. You've been running around like a crazy man, and just really you and I both. And I haven't had a chance to see any of the Olympics yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing some of that.
Watched a little bit of the luge this morning. When I got home, that was or the skeleton. Is that? I guess it's the luge. It's the same thing. And got to watch a little bit of that, a little bit of curling, and a little bit of ice hockey. So
how about Lindsey Vaughn competing with the
ACL?
Torn ACL.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's out there competing and just tremendous athlete.
Can't wait. I'm gonna go home and turn on the tube, and that's what I'm gonna take a nap to tonight.
There you go.
We'll do that. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and take our final break here. As we are getting you set for Lions basketball as they host the Anna-Jonesboro Wildcats starting lineups and the tip-off coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
Anyone can slap a logo on a shirt.
Luge is when they're on their tummy. Skeleton is when they're on their back.
Your reputation walking around town, your team's identity, and your company's handshake before you even say hello. At Silkworm, we understand that when you put your name on something, it better be perfect. Because at the end of the day, we're not just printing shirts, we're protecting what you've built. And that deserves more than an algorithm or a prayer. Silkworm, quality orders, on time, delivered with awesome customer service. The human way.
John A. Logan College is... credit while in high school. Students can get college careers while playing after high school.
It'll be all right. It's also why I'm glad to be a Banter customer because they support our communities. Plus, I can open my account online and with their Saluki Visa debit card, I know my purchases contribute to SIU scholarships and athletics. That was an easy one for me.
So right before the national anthem, they recognized the Carterville cheer team here tonight. They qualified for state for the 11th year in a row, and today they finished 6th in the state of Illinois. And congratulations to Linda Drust and the Carterville cheer team, just one of the top powerhouse programs in the state. And another successful season in their cheer competition.
That's very impressive. Year in, year out, Carterville cheer is really one of the premier competition teams in the state, and to finish 6th in the state is just fantastic. Congratulations.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a great program that Linda and Amy and the school have built here at Carterville High School. Starters are being announced now for Coach Mike Chamness. And the Anna-Jonesboro Wildcats going to go with the 5'8" junior guard, number 1, Leon Patterson. The 6-foot senior guard, number 4, Dawson Nicholas. The 5'11" senior guard, Graydon Edmonds. He wears number 12. The 6'3" senior forward, Foster Needling. He's number 21. And finally, the 6'6" junior guard, and he's their leading scorer in Caleb Gore, as he averages 19 points a ball game. So for Coach Mike Chamness tonight, it is Patterson, Nicholas, Edmonds, Needling, and Gore, the starting 5 for the Anna-Jonesboro Wildcats, who have, by the way, a new logo that they updated here 2 weeks ago, and is very, very cool. I like the way that they did that. As the AJ Cheer welcomes their fans here to the near side to our left here at Carterville High School. And the hype video now for the Carterville Lions, who come in 22-3, 4-1 in river-to-river conference action. They're averaging about 64 points a ball game. They shoot 48% from the field, 31% from 3, 67% from the line. They average about 29 rebounds per ball game with 9 offensive, 29 defensive rebounds, and assist-wise, about 14 assists per ball game, and they only turn the ball over about 12 times per ball game on average. Anna-Jonesboro comes in averaging about 56 points a game, and they're 45% shooters from the field, 36 from 3, 69% from the free throw line. Starting lineups are now being announced for Coach Shane Hawkins and the Carterville Lions. It's the 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Max Lustenberger. The 6'1" junior guard, number 20, Zach Snow. The 6'4" senior guard, number 21, Colton Hawkins. The 5'10" junior guard, number 25, Maddox Gully. And the 6'2" sophomore guard, number 40, Harper Lustenberger. Max Lustenberger, Zach Snow, Colton Hawkins, Maddox Gully, Harper Lustenberger, the starting 5 for your Carterville Lions.
I think the Lions have a great opportunity here this evening in front of a nice home crowd for a Saturday night to kind of take their game to the next level, if you know what I mean. I mean, they played just kind of so-so last game or two. Now they have a chance to maybe kind of get geared up, get in the home stretch here for the regional, start raising their level of play, and be that real postseason threat.
Absolutely. As Coach Shane Hawkins has his guys around him, they know can't be a letdown, though. You have to play, and you heard him talk about it in the pregame. Everybody's going to take their shot at Carterville here on out. The rest of the season, they would like to take them down.
That's kind of a thrill if you're a player. I would think you know that they're wanting to hunt you, but that just should fuel your fire that much more.
Absolutely should, and we'll see how the Lions do. They notoriously this year they've been able to get off to good starts, and we'll see how they do as they break the huddle with Coach Shane Hawkins and make their way toward the center jump circle. AJ in road grays with the blue numbers on the back. Carterville in the home whites with the orange numbers on the front and back. Lions across the chest, Zach Snow. Tips across with Caleb Gore. And it's the Wildcats that have the first possession as Patterson runs the point. The backdoor feed to Caleb Gore. And just like that, it is 2-0 Anna-Jonesboro. Here come the Lions on their first possession of the game. As Colton Hawkins has it. Backdoor feed to Zach Snow. Shot blocked from behind by Dawson Nicholas. It goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lions.
Great cut. Even a greater catch, but a good block as well.
They lob it in. Gully does. Gets it right back to Zach Snow, and he misses the bunny underneath. And it is a rebound from Dawson Nicholas for the Wildcats. They work it over to corner left. 3 there off the back of the iron. Zach Snow comes away with the rebound. 1-on-2, reverses it out to Gully. Gully bounce pass to Hawkins. Hawkins to the rim. Gets in the air, finds Max. Max spins, puts it up, wouldn't go. Rebound is grabbed by Foster Needling. Here comes Patterson. He speeds into the front court. Quick pace to the game so far here with Gore. Now left wing 3, in and out, no good from Dawson Nicholas. And Lions the rebound. Gully, he takes it to the hole. His shot won't go. And Harper Lustenberger finally gets the Lions their very first bucket of the game.
Lions off to a 1-for-5 start from the field, but they're just warming up.
Here comes Patterson into front court at the logo on the right side. Foster Needling back to Patterson. Patterson out on that right wing with a left-hand dribble. Throws it up top and just threw it away for the very first turnover of the game. Here come the Lions. Gully to Max Lustenberger to Hawkins. He's between the circles. What a feed as he whipped it down to Max Lustenberger, who finished. Carterville on top, 4-2. Boy, that was a bullet, wasn't it?
Pinpoint bullet pass from Hawkins. Yes,
Patterson between the leg dribble to the right side. Behind the back by Needling. Hands it off to Patterson. Patterson over to the right side now. 5:54 remaining. Carterville up 4-2. Needling in the paint, just had the ball stripped out by Hawkins. Second turnover on the Wildcats. Over to Zach Snow, who's open for 3, and for Zach Snow.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty good start right there. 7-2 Carterville. 5.5 remaining here in the first quarter, and a foul from behind on Maddox Gully. That's going to be the first on Maddox.
And the first team foul as well. And well, I tell you, Colton Hawkins hasn't scored a point yet, but he already has 2 assists and the steal.
He, in that win over West Frankfort on Tuesday night, he was really looking for the assist the entire game. Didn't really look to score. He was looking to set people up. The ball goes out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Cats.
Block shot. I couldn't tell who got the hand on it, but a clear block down low.
As they trigger in from baseline left. They lob it up front. To the rescue is Edmonds. Edmonds over to the left wing. That's Nicholas. Nicholas lost the basketball, but it goes right to Needling. Needling to the hole, trying to force the shot. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Anna-Jonesboro. It's going to be, it was last touched by Carterville.
Yeah, I think one of the Lions players got their hands on it, kind of rolled it out of bounds.
So they lob it in. Patterson takes the inbound. That's Gore. Caleb, like we said, averaging 19 a game. You heard Coach Hawkins talk about trying to keep him under control, but he gets a good bucket there. Caleb Gore has all 4 of the Wildcat points, and Hawkins gets fouled. It's going to be on Caleb Gore, the first on Gore. And Carterville's ball on the inbound here. Colton hands it right back to Gully. And a foul on Wildcats. That's going to be on Graydon Edmonds. So 2 quick team fouls on the Wildcats. Gully back to Snow. Right wing, he pulls up the 3. Good for Zach Snow.
Well, you can't leave him open like that. He'll bury you.
10-4 Carterville. 4.5 remaining here in the opening quarter. Over on the right side, Gore brings it up top between the circles, dishes it off. Now Nicholas feeds the post. They kick it around over to Patterson. He winds up in the corner left. Dribbles out, spins, Ball slapped away. Colton Hawkins dimes after it. It was last touched by Colton Hawkins, and it's going to remain with Anna-Jonesboro.
You like the all-out effort, though, diving on the floor for loose balls. That's the kind of scrappiness you need to have out of your team.
Leon Patterson, the junior guard, 5'8". Over to the right side. Now here's Gore. Gore. Hawkins picks him up defensively. On the three, Foster needling, no good. Colton Hawkins the rebound, outlet pass to Max Lustenberger to Gully. Maddox drives down the lane, finds Harper. They worked it around the perimeter. Colton Hawkins kicks it to Max in the corner left. He drives in, gets it to Maddox Gully down low. Maddox gets the easy bucket.
Yeah, I guess it's not only Hawkins who can get an assist. That time with Mr. Max Lustenberger getting an assist.
12-4 Lions, 3:35 remaining here in this opening quarter. That's Needling. Foster dribbles with the left hand to Leon Patterson. Now to the right wing. 3:26 remaining. Driving in. Nicholas reverses it back up top to Needling. Needling, top of the key to Nicholas. Nicholas for three. Well off the mark. Ball's tipped around, and it stays with Anna-Jonesboro. Caleb Gore had it, but he was tied up. Possession arrow points at Carterville's way.
That's a third turnover by the AJ Wildcats here in the opening quarter. Look at this.
They lob it in, and Carterville, that's the first turnover on the Lions. Jumper, top of the key, good from Gore. Shane Hawkins, I think, wants to talk to
Colton Hawkins.
Yeah, look at Shane standing out there with his arms crossed. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Finest restaurant.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. After a quick timeout, so Coach Hawkins could have a father-son talk on the bench. 2:50 remaining. Lions with the ball out of the timeout. Ball kicked out of bounds off the knee of Delson Nicholas. Stays with the Lions. Maddox Gully bounces it down low. What a nice inbound play to Colton Hawkins. His first field goal of the game comes here at the 2:40 mark of this first quarter. Lions have doubled up. AJ, it's 14-7. Caleb Gore has Zach Snow on him defensively. Now it's Dawson Nicholas. Nicholas with Hawkins on him defensively. Between the circles now to Leon Patterson with Max Lustenberger on him defensively. Back up top to Gore. Gore, the left-hand dribble. Whips it over to the right side. That's Nicholas. Nicholas between the leg dribble. 2:09 remaining. Gore comes and gets it from the top of the key. Now back to Patterson, who's forced way up high, up toward the high hash. Patterson, shake and bake down the lane. Left-hand runner, no, won't go. Harper Lustenberger, the rebound. Lions are on the run. Here comes Gully. Gully into the front court to Max. They whip it to Hawkins. Hawkins feeds it down low, threw it off the back of Harper Lustenberger's head. And the turnover number 2, and Gore makes him pay on the other end.
No, it was
that was
Nicholas
yeah.
on that one, yeah.
His first field goal, 14-9. Here's Hawks 3, wouldn't go. And Caleb Gore, the rebound. Nicholas, back to Gore. With his foot toward the mid-court circle. Patterson takes over from there with minute 15 remaining. 5-point lead for the Lions. Behind the back, picked off. Carterville comes away with it. Max Lustenberger to the hole, hangs in the air. Good for Max. Good conversion. Forced the turnovers. Transition game working for the Lions there. Driving in and with the ball, needling. Another turnover. Fourth turnover on AJ. That's Harper had his shot partially blocked by Gore. And AJ gets it back as Colton Hawkins slides on the floor trying to save the ball from going out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Wildcats.
What's that? See that flick? Oh, I guess that's trying to figure out where that flickering is on the floor down there, but doesn't look like a light being shined on it. But
Johnny Miller.
Maybe some loose jewelry. You never know.
It might be. Johnny Miller checks in. Zach Snow is out of the game. Harper Lustenberger out of the game. So Amarion Adams, Johnny Miller, Max Lustenberger, Colton Hawkins, and Gully on the floor. Good defense right there. Patterson over to Gore. 25 seconds on the clock. Are they going to try and hold for the final shot of the first quarter? Patterson to the left wing. Jabs in, backs it up. On the left wing, quick hands there by Colton Hawkins. Just reaches in and steals it away. So Carterville can close out the quarter. 10 on the clock. Gully, bounce pass to Hawkins. Ball fake, drives in, gets the room. Jumper no good. And Marion Adams tried to get the shot off before the buzzer. Couldn't do it, but the Lions lead Anna-Jonesboro 16-9 as we are heading to the second quarter here on News Radio WJPF. (16-9) at the end of the first quarter. John Homan.
Good start overall. Lions usually get out pretty quick out of the gate. They frequently scored in that 16 to 20 point range, and I'd say just another day at the office for the Lions.
Anna-Jonesboro with the ball coming out of the quarter break. Leon Patterson. And ball, Johnny Miller got a hand on it, hit it off the leg of Caleb Gore, and that is the 6th turnover on Anna-Jonesboro. Quick hands by the Lions here tonight. Maddox across the Carterville logo at midcourt. To Colton. Colton wants to feed the post. Adams is asking for it, but he whips it over to Max. Now it's Gully to Hawkins. Hawkins left circle, left of the circle. Dribbles across the top of the key. Brings it here to the near side. Hands it off to Max Lustenberger. Max over to Gully. Gully, backdoor feed. Colton Hawkins hangs in the air, gets an easy layup.
Nice pass.
4 in the game for Colton. Give the assist to Maddox Gully. 18-9, Lions on top. Over to the right side to Caleb Gore. There's Nicholas. Nicholas on the right corner, pull-up jumper. That was off the back of the iron, no good. Gore's there for the putback. Couldn't get it the first time, but he does get the tip put back. 9 in the game now for Caleb Gore. Gully's mid-range, good.
Like that shot for him.
I do too, and he likes that shot too. 20-11, 6:45. Leon Patterson spins off Gully. On the right wing, around the screen, top of the key, fed it down low. It was intended for Tyler Gore. Out of bounds, touched by Tyler Gore. Carterville's ball.
Turnover number 8 by my count here for the Wildcats in the first half.
20-11, 6:35. They bring it near side to Colton. Max Lustenberger, top of the key, left side now to Miller. That's the first offensive touch by Miller. Hawkins for 3.
Found the range, didn't he?
Yes, he has. First three-pointer of the night for Colton, 23-11. Carterville on top, out on the left wing now. Driving in, getting free, and an easy layup. Landon Boyd just blew past the defender. He gets his first field goal, 23-13, 10-point lead for the Lions. here on the near side. Maddox Gully trying to get the clear out, gets the clear out, kicks it out to Max Lustenberger for three, too strong. Adams, the rebound, go up strong, gets it and the foul.
That's the way you do it.
Well done by Amarion Adams.
Be a bear in there, you know. You're 6'5" or whatever you are, 6'6". Get in there and play like it. He sure did.
Tyler Gore picks up the personal. It's going to be the first team foul, so Tyler takes a bench. Foster Needling back into the game. And Amarion Adams, who averages about 3.5 points a ball game, goes to the line for the and one. And misses the free throw, and AJ the board for the Wildcats. 5.5 remaining until halftime. That's Landon Boyd on the left side. Up top to Foster Needling. Needling, the right-hand dribble. Takes it inside the arc, finds Patterson. He's out on the right wing. Left-hand dribble by Patterson to the free throw line. Jumper, no. Rebound, Johnny Miller. Here come the Lions. Shane Hawkins marks, go, go. It's Miller to Harper. Harper, stutter step, travel.
They'll call that almost every time.
I can't understand a word he's saying. I just know he's not a happy camper.
And it's loud enough.
That's how it is even when I'm talking to him, standing right next to him.
Oh, yeah.
25 to 13, 5 minutes remaining. Top of the key. Zay Dela Cruz. Timeout on the floor here with 4:54 remaining in the second quarter. Carterville has a 12-point lead. They're up 25 to 13 here on News Radio, WJPF. John Homan alongside Brian Arpalsar. We were talking about John A. Logan basketball, who won their 9th game in a row today. I tell you what, you're going to see some top 25 votes for them this week, I think.
Well, you have to think about it for sure if you're a voter, because they may have started the season out not so great from a record standpoint, but they're coming out on like gangbusters right now. You knocked off the #1 team in the country at their place by
a week ago today, yeah.
By double digits, and you've 9 in a row. Yeah, you better get some votes.
Absolutely. So that's why the voice is just a touch scratchy. He had that ball game this afternoon.
I understand.
4:54 showing until halftime here. Leon Patterson. We'll go home and have some tea later, I think, with honey. Over to the right side. Patterson to Gore. Caleb drives in, floater with the right hand. Good.
Wow, he's smooth, isn't he?
He is smooth. Going to get to see him again next year. He's just a junior.
Yeah, he's a fine player. A lot of good juniors in the area.
Harper Lustenberger looks inside. Looks for the cut from Adams. Keeps it himself, puts it on the floor. Lost it and gets it now to Snow. Snow trying to bump off the defender. Finds Miller. Johnny to Gully. Maddox brings it here near side to near the corner. Whips it back up to Snow. Adams turnaround jumper. Nope, wouldn't go. Harper Lustenberger over the back.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy call there.
It's going to be the first on Harper. First team foul on the Lions here in the second quarter. He's coming out of the game is going to be Landon Boyd. Coming into the game is going to be Graydon Edmonds. Graydon having to wear a face mask here tonight. Gore over to Edmonds. Edmonds, top of the key to Needling. Now to Patterson over to the right side. Dela Cruz back long, range three from Gore's no good. Maddox Gully gets the rebound. Head up, get everybody on the Flow into the front court. Near side here to Snow. Feeds the post down low. Adams makes the space. Couldn't finish. And going down on the rebound, Foster Needling. He's okay, gets back up. A.J. has the ball. 3.5 remaining. They trail by 10. Patterson's 3, no good. And Adams another rebound for Carterville. Lions are doing a good job on the boards tonight. They feed it to Harper, but he tapped the ball out of bounds. Last touched by Harper Lustenberger.
Just couldn't get the handle on it. He had a layup if he could have held on to the basketball.
So Leon Patterson with Max Lustenberger on him defensively. Needling between the circles, right side to Gore. Caleb drives toward the baseline, floats it with the right hand. He got the bucket and the foul.
Just a sweet play there. He has some good body control. That shot.
Bucket's going to count. The foul will be on Johnny Miller. Johnny sporting number 15 tonight. Caleb Gore. He's got 13 pending this free throw. 13 of the 17, 14 of the 18.
They just have no answer to stop him right now.
3 minutes exactly remaining. 7-point lead for Carterville. On the curl from Snow. Kicks it to Harper. Ball fake by Harper. Jumper by Harper. Good by Harper. 4 in the game now for Harper. His name's Harper, by the way.
It is.
27-18. 9-point lead for Lions. Needling. Now to Edmonds. That's Nicholas. To Needling. To Patterson. Edmonds takes the ball toward midcourt. Needling up toward midcourt. Ball tipped away. Colton Hawkins has been on the floor 4 times tonight, and they get the steal the other way. Hawkins. Oh, wow. Step back 3. Oh, it wouldn't go. Harper Lustenberger tracks down the long rebound, and the pass is picked off. Carterville turns it over the other way. The runner with the left hand is good for Dawson Nicholas. 4 in the game from Dawson. Makes it a 7-point game, 27-20.
Was double-digit lead just a little while ago, but whittled down to 7. Let's see if the Lions can build it back up again before the half.
Minute 40. They get it to Hawkins. He got past the defender. He went over the top of Patterson, who's 5'9". Colton Hawkins is 6'4".
Yeah. Mismatch, right?
What I was trying to say there.
There you go.
Down low. Good feed. Good defense, though. And not being able to finish at the bucket was Dawson Nicholas. Here's Max Lustenberger. Bounce pass to Miller. Had his shot blocked. Ball's tipped up top. Hawkins tees up the 3. Nope. And Johnny Miller couldn't get the rebound. It was Caleb Gore that gets the board. Under a minute to play here in the first half. We'll update scores from around Southern Illinois. That's all coming up on our halftime report. Down low. Ball off the hands of Harper as it went out. It's going to stay with Anna-Jonesboro. So Johnny Miller checks out. Zach Snow back into the game. Quick pass to Edmonds. His 3 is good from corner left.
Very kind bounce.
Graydon Edmonds' first field goal. Makes it a 6-point game. Carterville looks to be holding for the final shot. Everybody slows their pace. Caleb Gore comes out to get Colton Hawkins. Colton looks up at the clock off my right shoulder. He and Edmonds chest to chest. Just walk it across, back and forth. Caleb's not going to let Colton go. Here comes Gully. He got free down the lane. Around the screen from Colton Hawkins. Brilliant. Gully finishes at the rack. 3, 2, 1. Gore shot at the buzzer. Oh, it almost went. Almost went, but
backboard and iron both.
That ends the first half of basketball. And Carterville scored 13 points that quarter. They lead at 31 to 33. Both teams head to the locker room. Halftime report is coming up next here on News Radio WJPF. Carterville leads at 31-23 here at the half. When you look at the scoring, first we'll look at Anna-Jonesboro, led by the 14 points. 14 of the 23 from the junior Caleb Gore, 4 from Dawson Nicholas, 3 from Graydon Edmonds, 2 from Landon Boyd. 23 total points scored by the Wildcats in the first half. Carterville led by the 9 points from Colton Hawkins, 6 from Maddox Gully and Zach Snow, 4 from Harper Lustenberger, and you have 4 from Max Lustenberger, 2 from Amarion Adams. 31-23 is our score here at the half. Lions led it 16-9 at the end of the first quarter. Carterville Lions JV team won the game prior to this over AJ 53-50. And if you missed it there and the pregame show, Carterville cheer in the state competition advanced to the finals. The top 11 went to the finals, and they wound up 6th this year. Their 11th straight trip to the state competitive cheer event for the IHSA. 31-23 is our score here at Carterville High School. We're going to go on and take another break, and when we come back, we'll get our stats and we'll take a look at some scores from around the region. It's next here on News Radio WJPF.
SIU Credit Union knows what it means to be a part of a team. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, community is what it's all about.
Okay, I've got the stats whenever you want.
Not just here for your financial needs.
John Homan with you as halftime here. Carterville leads Anna-Jonesboro 31-23. Looking at some scores from around the region today, and there's been a lot of basketball, John Homan.
Yes, sir.
What, 2 shootouts? Is that right?
Well,
2 or 3.
That sounds about right. I didn't count them up. That sounds about right. I know that the big ones at Benton.
Absolutely. Let's see what we've got here. Trying to differentiate from last night's where the game started last night.
Got a couple for you. The Marion girls played this morning and knocked off Harrisburg, an outstanding team as well. 58-49, Marion over Harrisburg in girls basketball. And then this evening, it was the Marion boys basketball team defeating Confluence Academy out of St. Louis by a score of 75-53, despite trailing 31-25 at the half. So a great second half by Marion. The Wildcats win that one. They've now won 3 in a row, gone to 13-10 on the season. And Dave, we also, as we mentioned earlier, Goreville with a huge win over top-ranked Lawrenceville in Class 1A over at Benton. I believe the score was 50-45, Goreville. And we have a halftime score also, another big game, Waltonville and Nashville, 2 premier teams in Southern Illinois, Waltonville in 1A, Nashville in 2A, tied at 26 at the half.
If I wasn't here tonight, I might go to that game.
Well, that'd be great.
That would be a good one.
Absolutely.
A couple other scores also from the Benton shootout today. St. Mary, Kentucky over El Dorado, 65-51. Carlisle got Weber today, 62-59. And Vienna gets a win over Flora, 63-56. In girls action, Chester knocks off DuQuoin this evening, 46-42. 31-23 is our score here at Carterville. Of course, don't forget, Carterville going to be making up a game on Monday night. John and I are going to head over to Chester as the Carterville Lions are going to take on the Yellow Jackets. And then Tuesday night, the Lions are going to be over at Harrisburg. So from one side of the state toward the other side of the state.
Right.
And here in Southern Illinois, Little Egypt region, and that's coming up. And I haven't even looked ahead toward next weekend. I don't even know. So I'll have to take a peek and see who they've got coming up next weekend. We're going to go on and take our final break. When we come back, we'll have second half action next on News Radio, WJPF.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Service, Carterville, is a locally owned and operated business serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years, specializing in much more than commercial or residential lawn care. Joseph McMahon and his crew can do snow removal, bush hogging, tree trimming, or tree removal, landscaping maintenance, and much more. Call 534-8148.
Carterville Monday, Carterville Tuesday,
Call Joe.
SIU Thursday,
That's
Carterville Friday, home Massac.
Growing up in Southern Illinois,
I was thinking
you learn the
Massac.
importance of
Logan,
helping others. I'm Caden Hawkins, and it's one of the
Saturday
reasons
at
that I'm
Swick.
proud to represent this
So
region
no
as a
conflicts
member
this week,
of
what you're
SIU's
saying with
Saluki
Logan.
men's
Right.
basketball team.
Okay.
It's also why I'm glad to be a Banterra customer because
Yeah,
they
they're off
support
for a
our
week, aren't they?
communities.
So Carterville
Plus,
gets
I can open my account online, and with their Saluki Visa debit card, I know
Carterville
my
not a
purchases
Saturday game
contribute
next week.
to SIU
No,
scholarships
but they get
and
three.
athletics.
They get 3
That was
anyway.
an easy
Monday,
win
Tuesday,
for me.
Friday, right?
Yeah.
Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics, member FDIC.
I'll go ahead and run these.
Don't let the name fool.
(31-23) is our score here at Carterville. You got some first half stats.
I do. Team stats. Anna-Jonesboro, 10 out of 23 from the field, 43% overall, 2 for 10 on threes, 20%, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. And I think that's high math. I think that's 100%.
Almost, yeah.
For the Carterville Lions, 14 out of 27 from the field, 52%, 3 out of 8 on threes, 37%, 0 for 1 on free throws. I believe that's 0%.
I think you may be close. You know, one thing that you brought up off air, Zach Snow needs to get going here.
He needs to shoot the ball more. I think he's too unselfish. I mean, he was 2 for 2 on threes, 2 for 4 overall, but that young man, he's
a
on
shooter.
a very short list of finest shooters in Southern Illinois from my vantage
I'm
point.
telling you, he's outstanding.
I like Gore. I like Brooks from Murfreesboro. I like the King kid from Goreville. There's some really outstanding shooters in our area.
I agree. So Carterville's basketball coming out of the halftime break, moving right to left. Starters on the floor for Coach Shane Hawkins, including Max and Harper Lustenberger, Maddox Gully, Zach Snow, and Colton Hawkins. Harper trying to spin, get free on the baseline, and turns the ball over on the first possession of this second half. It's only the 6th turnover on the Lions here in the game. Lions on top, 31-23. First possession, second half for the Wildcats. Leon Patterson hands it off. Needling, 3, straight away, good.
Wow. Nice shot by Foster.
Don't really expect him to do a lot of shooting. He's just been a ball handler at the high post.
Yep.
But Gully's jumper the other way is good. So Maddox, he's got 8. 33-26. Edmonds, shake and bake. They feed the post down low. Nice feed as Dawson Nicholas finishes at the glass. 33-28. Leaner from Colton gets fouled. That's going to be on Caleb Gore. Number 2 on Gore. And Colton Hawkins will go to the line for a pair of free throws as he was shooting when fouled.
Well, Dave, this is a much more competitive game than it was at El Dorado. I'll tell you that right now.
Absolutely. Colton's free throw is good. Super Bowl tomorrow, John.
I'm picking Seattle. I don't like Seattle or New England, but I'm going to pick Seattle to win it.
You know, early in the week, I was thinking Seattle. Said Seattle. I don't like all this chatter about Seattle.
What do you mean?
I'm flipping over. I think it's going to be New England.
What chatter are you talking about?
I think New England's being way overlooked. They're a good ball team. Drake May's a good quarterback, and it is Mike Vrabel, and it is the tradition of New England, and a foul from behind on Harper Lustenberger. Number 2.
Well, I think they've slowed their run quite a bit. Their offensively, they've not been nearly as productive lately. Now, they faced some good defenses in the postseason, but I just think that Seattle's a better team. I really do. So we'll see.
Yeah, on paper, I think no doubt they're a better team on paper. As Needling hits the free throw. 4 in the game here for Foster Needling.
All in the first minute and a half of the third quarter.
Second is good. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Ralph Small Engine, Highway 51 south of Eltville. The demo unit sale continues. Save thousands on remaining commercial units while supplies last. Jumper from Gully's no good. Long rebound comes off to Graydon Edmonds. Patterson behind the back as he breaks the timeline. Over to Edmonds. Snow picks him up defensively. Now it's Patterson here, right of the circle. Feeds it over here to the near corner. Pull up jumper from Gorse, no good. Long rebound kept by Anna-Jonesboro. Nice pass from Needling to Patterson. Straightaway 3, good.
Wow.
For Dawson Nicholas. 9 for Nicholas. We got a 2-point ball game.
Sure
here
do.
Carterville. Carterville's got to get something going. Colton Hawkins says, I'll try it. I'll take it right to the glass. He's got 13. Back to a 4-point lead. Wildcats, Edmonds. Now here to Nicholas. Gore, 3, too strong. Long rebound though.
Yeah.
The last 3 rebounds have been long like that. Patterson launches the 3. That's no good. An offensive rebound. The shot blocked by Colton Hawkins. It goes out of bounds. Harper Lustenberger comes out. Shane Hawkins leaning on the scorer's table. Left hand on his left hip, right arm not saying a word. As he looks up top, pass tipped into the backcourt, last touched by the Lions, but the Wildcats get it. 4:50 remaining, 4-point lead. Patterson. Now to Gore, behind the back for Gore. Excuse me, that's Nicholas. Puts it up once and twice and gets fouled.
Lions are not doing a good job of boxing out here at this point of the game.
Johnny Miller picks up the personal foul. Second team foul on the Lions, and Dawson Nicholas hits his first free throw of the night. Second. Too strong, and another offensive rebound. Carterville's got to do a better job of that. Needling puts up the shot. Colton Hawkins gets the defensive board.
Don't like the way this game is flowing.
Not here in the second half, no. Over to Hawkins. Snow. Left side to Gully. Kicks it out to Max Lustenberger. Back over to Miller. To Snow. Feeds the post. That's Gully in the post. Short arms the layup. Misses. And the rebound is grabbed by Caleb Gore of Anna-Jonesboro. Needling takes the ball in the front court to Leon Patterson here on the right wing. Stutter step by Patterson. Top of the key to Gore. Pull up three from Gore. Short, long rebound. And Gully gets the rebound for Carterville. Three for Snow. That was well short as well. 3:40, the ball still in the backcourt. They better hurry. 10-second call coming and a timeout taken. Smart timeout taken by Mike Chamness. 3:36 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 on News Radio WJPF.
It's the restaurant you've heard of.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling. For men, women, and children, offering cut, styling, and perming. Walk-ins are welcome. South Division Street in Carterville. Also brought to you by Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville, offering programs for infants to school-aged children, as well as pre-K and Head Start. It's the best care anywhere. Broadcast is also brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson and the city of Carterville. Hey, watch out in those construction areas that they're working on there by the fire department, North Division Street, and wherever they're doing the water main replacement. And Mayor and the city of Carterville say, let's go Lions. Coming out of the timeout, HA basketball. They trail by 3, 37-34. Lions on top. Lions scored 16 first quarter points. It's gone downhill from there. HA's been able to stay in the game. Gore's runner is good.
Wow.
Banks that one off the glass.
They look very determined here this evening.
16 from Caleb Gore. Zach Snow can't finish the other way for the Lions, though.
No.
And a foul from behind on Johnny Miller.
No, this Lions need to find a way to turn the tide, because right now they're missing shots they normally make easily.
AJ's outplaying them here in the second half.
Yeah.
So far in the first 5 minutes. Patterson. Now to Nicholas. Top of the key, back to Patterson. Nicholas here on the right wing. Snow has him defensively. Gore comes up high to take the pass. Back to Patterson, left wing now. Looks toward the post. And Carterville forces a turnover. Into the front court.
Bomb.
Jumper for three. Colton Hawkins. That's a big three-pointer right there for Carterville.
Yeah.
And a timeout on the floor with 2:20 remaining. Lions on top 40-36 here on News Radio WJPF.
Central Hospital for Animals in
Carterville. 40-36, Lions have a 4-point lead here. 2:20 remaining in the third quarter. This is a rematch of the El Dorado Holiday Tournament Championship game. Carterville won that by 30 points to win the EHT for the first time. But AJ hanging right tough here tonight. Nicholas back to Patterson. Got the screen. Feeds it back to Nicholas. Left side now, Caleb Gore. Cross it over on Johnny Miller. Got some separation to the block. Fadeaway jumper. Too strong. Zach Snow gets the rebound for Carterville. Outlet over to Max Lustenberger. Tees it up for the Lions. In and out. Miller the rebound. Back to Max the floater. No. 2 opportunities on that possession. Can't get anything to happen. Gore forcing his way into the paint. Puts it up. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Dawson Nicholas. So with 1.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here comes Maddox Gully. Maddox over toward Max. Now to Gully, Snow, Hawkins. 3 from Colton. Put back from Maddox Gully was right there to clean it up. That puts Maddox in double digits with 10. Back to a 6-point lead.
That time AJ didn't box out and got burned with the stick back from Maddox.
Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Anna-Jonesboro. Whoa.
Pretty close.
No, they're going to say it was off of Carterville, so it's going to stay with the Cats. Caleb Gore. Snow in his face. Throws it up to Patterson. Winds up with Caleb Gore. 3 from the corner, no good. Colton Hawkins the rebound and on the run. 3-on-2 for the Lions to Snow. Corner 3 for Zach.
Bingo.
That's his third 3 of the game.
3 out of 4 from long distance.
45-36, 9-point lead. Another turnover. Zach Snow down low, off the glass. Oh, no good. Harper the rebound. Oh, Patterson rips it out. Comes away with it for AJ. Outlet pass. Oh, missing the bunny is Landon Boyd. Hawkins the rebound. 22 seconds. Colton ball fake. To the glass. Hangs. Gets it. 18 in the game for Colton Hawkins.
Boy, you better get a lozenge in there, buddy.
I'm telling you. Under 10 seconds left. 47-36. Lions have blown this lead up to an 11-point lead. 2-1 on the clock. Patterson can't get the shot off. That's how you close out the quarter, boys. Good defense, nice run. And the Carterville Lions lead it 47-36. Oh, we got a foul that was called.
I didn't see that. They did?
It's going to be on Maddox Gully. So we'll be shooting, or it'll be AJ basketball.
Yeah, I don't think it was a shooting in the act of shooting, I don't believe.
So 47-36, it does end the quarter here on News Radio WJPF. turned out to be a good ball game here tonight. 47-36, Carterville on top of Anna-Jonesboro here as we head to the fourth quarter.
Anna-Jonesboro playing much, much better than the last time I saw them play, and Caleb Gore, he's a warrior out there, and he's getting some support tonight as well.
They are 12-14 coming into tonight. Gore down low, forces a shot up with the left hand, and it goes. He averages 19 a game. He's got 18. Back to a 9-point lead for the Lions. Max Lustenberger to Gully, skips it over toward Hawkins. 3 from Colton.
Nope.
No, wouldn't go. Patterson the rebound for AJ. Gore launches the 3 again. And the rebound finally corralled by Maddox Gully. Crosses over, kicks it to the corner. Max in the paint, floater with right hand short. Comes right back to him though, puts it off the glass and good. Hard work by Max Lustenberger as the ball came right back to him. 11-point lead, Lions, 49-38. Nicholas a touch. Left side, back to Nicholas. Toward the block on the left side. Kicks it up top to Needling. That's Gore's 3. Long. Harper the rebound. Dishes it off to Gully. Maddox to Max Lustenberger. Back to Maddox. Harper's got a wide open 3. That doesn't fall. Here come the Cats. 6.5 remaining. Lions on top, 49-38. Left side. Boyd. Now to Needling, now to Patterson. Patterson brings it here to the right wing. Back to Nicholas. Dribbles one time with the right hand. To Gore. His left hand dribble across the free throw line. Patterson, his 3. No. Got his own rebound. Got into the glass. No good. Ball's tipped around. And Zach Snow tips it out, and a foul is going to be called on Dawson Nicholas.
I didn't see that one.
Dawson Nicholas picks up the foul as he and Zach Snow were trying to run down the long rebound.
I have to be honest and say I did not see a foul there at all.
Either way.
No, I just thought it got knocked out of bounds. So
yeah.
I certainly didn't see a foul. But our vote doesn't count.
49-38. Hawkins for 3. Good. He's got 3 threes tonight. Colton Hawkins now with 21 points. 5.5 remaining. 52-38. Left side 3 from Edmonds, no good. Colton another rebound. He dishes the ball off to Maddox Gully. Maddox to the right side to Snow. Snow looked at Harper Lustenberger on the block. Gully takes it to the hole, puts it up with the right hand. Missed it once, missed it twice, got his own rebound. Kicks it back out, another opportunity for the Lions. Snow, skip pass, now Harper. Corner left to his brother Max. Max got free to the hole, the runner with the right hand, too strong. Harper gets the rebound, right hand up, no good. Back to Hawkins. Is that 5 opportunities on this possessions, I believe?
I think that was 2 by Harper just on that last series, wasn't it?
Hawkins trying to get the breakdown, but the pull-up 3, that's off the back of the iron.
Yeah, they got Harper that time.
Yep. It's going to be the 3rd on Harper Lustenberger.
Can't say the Lions haven't had their opportunity to score on that end of the floor. Wow. About 6 cracks at it.
4:35. The clock ticks. Carterville trying to pick up their 23rd win of the season to get to 23-3. 3-pointer from the right wing, no good, and another offensive rebound for the Wildcats. 3.
Made him pay,
2.
didn't he?
Was it a 2 or a 3? I think it was a 2.
Let's see. I don't know. It was 36.
Full timeout on the floor as we try to figure that out. I think it was a 2-pointer, but
it was a 13-point lead, I think.
52-41. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
FDIC equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Ralph's Small Engine. Highway 51 south of Beltville. The demo unit sale is going on right now. Save thousands on remaining commercial demo units while supplies last.
Have a score over from Benton, a big one with Waltonville and Nashville, two of the premier teams in the South. Waltonville leads 45-43 going into the fourth quarter.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. They're a heck of a 1A team, heck of a team, period.
Gully's elbow jumper from the right side wouldn't go. Coming out of the timeout. Midway through this fourth quarter, Carterville, 11-point lead, up 52-51. The foul away from the ball is going to be on Harper.
Oh,
Zach Snow,
yeah.
20. It's going to be the first on Zach. So they get it into Nicholas. Nicholas dribbles here to the right wing. Hawkins on him defensively, reaches in, slapped the ball, went out of bounds, last touched off of Anna-Jonesboro.
Wow. Another steal from Hawkins.
So here comes Gully. Harper comes up to the high post, feeds it to the right side post. Hawkins dribbles out toward the far hash. Trying to get past Gore. Brings it back up to the high hash. Now they work it to the left side. Max Lustenberger to his brother Harper. Back to Max. Top of the key to Snow. Leaner by Zach. Too strong. Gore the rebound. 3 minutes. Clock ticking. Baseline drive by Edmonds through the ball. Top Gore was there to get it. Dribbled the ball right out of bounds.
Well, he is human.
Just lost the handle for a moment.
Yeah.
Timeout taken by Coach Shane Hawkins here with 2:55 remaining in this ball game. Carterville leads Anna-Jonesboro by 11. They're up 52-41 and a full timeout here with 2:55 remaining on News Radio WJPF. (52-41) is our score here at Carterville High School. Just 2:55 remaining. It's going to be Carterville basketball. Right in front of the AJ bench. Bounce pass now to Gully. AJ comes up, picks up the double team. He speeds into the front court. Good job by Gully to break that press. Holds the ball on his left hip. Nicholas comes out to Gully defensively. Double team right there. They get rid of it to Max. Now to the right side to Johnny Miller. Max Lustenberger to
Harper
Gully.
was wide open down low for a layup a minute ago.
Maddox dribbles around and a pushing foul. It's going to be called on Foster Needling.
They have to foul 3 more times, Dave, before they get to the bonus. Both teams only 2 team fouls.
Yeah, Lions up 11. 2:20 remaining. Baseline drive. Harper foul on the baseline on AJ. It's going to be a push foul. That's going to be on Dawson Nicholas, his second. Lions back in action Monday night at Chester. 7:30 is the tip-off at Chester. Skip pass to Miller. Now to Max. They work it around the perimeter. 2 minutes remaining. Double team there on Colton Hawkins. He finds Max Lustenberger. Now to Maddox. Drives in, mid-range down low to Harper.
Beautiful execution.
That was a good possession by the Lions.
Sure was.
6 in the game for Harper. 13-point lead now, 54-41. Minute 40 remaining. Here on the near side, Eli Lamanick. Into the game, tried to feed the post. Harper Lustenberger.
Oh, they got the timeout before the travel. Okay.
They got a foul.
No, or did they? I think it's a timeout.
It is a timeout. Okay.
Turnover.
So
by AJ, turnover.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville, offering programs for infants to school-age kids, as well as pre-K and Head Start, the best care anywhere. And it's brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling. Men, women, and children offering cuts, styling, and perming. Walk-ins are welcome right there on South Division Street in Carterville. And this broadcast made possible by the City of Carterville and Mayor Brad Robinson. Don't forget about the construction zone there on North Division Street by the fire department. I came through there on my way here. And where they're doing a water main replacements as well. Just use some additional caution. City of Carterville says, let's go Lions. Carterville out of the timeout. Harper Lustenberger couldn't finish, but Maddox Gully cleans it up for the Lions. He's got 12. 15-point lead by the Lions, and another turnover on over. They just kind of faded here in the last 2 minutes. .60 seconds. Ball was tipped in the backcourt. Carterville gets it back, though. Gully jabs in on Patterson. Double team, whips it over to Miller. Ooh, what a pat, what a fake. On down the lane. Gully, the bucket and the foul. There's the dagger the Lions needed. 58-41.
Very excellent execution of the running the delay offense and getting that little opening and scoring.
Coming into the game now, Anson Anderson checks in for Johnny Miller. Dante Wilson checks in for Harper Lustenberger. Foster Needling replacing Eli Lamanick. Gully's free throw. Didn't make it. 45 seconds. 17-point lead for Carterville. Going to improve to 23-3. And good defense by Colton Hawkins on the putback attempt from Caleb Gore. Just 30 seconds remaining. Hawkins comes across midcourt. Gore picks him up. Just jabbing in.
I don't think there's any intent to
We're not
score
going to do
now.
anything here.
No.
Ball was tipped into the backcourt. Colton Hawkins smartly takes it in the backcourt. 58-41. Carterville improves to 23-3 on the season. Anna-Jonesboro, they are now 12-15 on the year. The Lions win it tonight, 58-41 over Anna-Jonesboro. Postgame show is coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
Lions shot 25 out of 56 from the field for the game. They cooled off in that second half. They were 11 out of 31 in the second half. So after getting off to that quick 14 for 27 in the first half, but still respectable. 25 out of 56 from the field, 6 out of 17 on three-pointers, just a shade over 30, about 35%. 2 out of 4, didn't get to the line hardly at all, Dave. 2 out of 4, 50% from the free throw line, the Carterville Lions tonight.
So the Lions win it 58-41. We're going to go on and take a break, and when we come back, so we await Coach Shane Hawkins making his way up here. Lions pick up their 23rd win of the season here on News Radio, WJPF.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high
You
school
right there, we can
students
go
the
60.
opportunity to earn college credit while
Carterville gets a win tonight, 58-41 over Anna-Jonesboro. You got a couple of scores to update?
Well, we have an update on that Nashville-Waltonville game, which we've been keeping an eye on. Nashville has taken the lead away from Waltonville, 55-51, less than a minute to go in the ball game.
Then we were talking about Nathaniel Marlowe.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that, didn't I? Nathaniel Marlowe, who is just a scoring machine. Let me get to that note here. He is 38 points away now from reaching 3,000 career points. The only player, Dave, from Southern Illinois who's ever scored 3,000 points, Charlie Vaughn from Tams.
Chico
from back in the 1950s. So,
really?
Yeah. So, and he, of course, was a star at SIU as well in his day. But this young man, Nathaniel Marlowe from Weber Township High School, just east of Mount Vernon.
I'd say he's
just having an incredible career.
Darn good chance he's going to get 3,000.
38 points, yeah, maybe in the next game.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
had 31 today in the loss to Carlisle, but he's no more than 2 games away probably from cracking that 3,000 point barrier, and that's just ridiculous. I mean, you're talking about some really good players with 1,000, 1,500, some maybe over 2,000, but nobody gets to 3,000, hardly at all.
Coach Shane Hawkins making his way here to our location. That's incredible, and it's been fun to watch him play this year and kind of follow his progress. Carterville, 3 games coming up next week. Monday night at Chester, Tuesday at Harrisburg, Friday night going to be right back here. Massac County comes to town. How about that big win from Murfreesboro over Heron last night.
Yeah, it was important that they won that. Heron gave them a big fight, led at the half, came back, and Murfreesboro won it in a close game. I think won it by 6 points, and 600th career win at Murfreesboro for Daryl Murphy.
Coach Shane Hawkins joins us here for our Johnny Logan College Coaches Show, Charged Into Your Future. Go online, visit jalc.edu. Carterville picks up the win here tonight, 58 to 41. Coach, you and I talked about it in the pregame show. Knew you were going to get a pretty good punch. Got a couple of grazings across the chin there in the third, but you close them out here in the fourth.
Yeah, that's about all we did. I didn't think we played with a sense of urgency. I mean, we had our hands on rebounds and loose balls all night long, and didn't get them corralled. We did a lot of tipping with loose balls instead of going to grab it. It's just kind of what we talked about at halftime, and again after the game is, are you playing or are you competing? Like, I could go to the hub and play in the old man's league. I'm going to play. I'm not going to compete. I'm afraid I'm going to get hurt. Here you got to compete. And we were just kind of here. We just kind of played. We kind of jogged up and down the floor beside him and kind of watched it. And if I was open, I shot it. And if my guy was open, he shot it. And it was just kind of like the NBA All-Star game. I mean, it was just that was, man, not something we're going to send to the Naismith Hall of Fame for sure.
So Coach, I know that if you could put your finger on it exactly, you'd fix it. But not everything is that easy to fix with high school kids and basketball teams. But yet, here you are. You're just a few games away from the end of the regular season. You've accomplished so much, but I know you want to accomplish yet so much more.
Well, and that's why I told him. I said the reason I'm hard on them, and probably too much to the point, they have a chance. They have a chance, and I'm not going to, whether we were 23-3 or 13-13, I'm not going to let them not achieve what they can achieve. And if you're 13-13, maybe it's different. If you're 13-13, you probably can't win a conference. Maybe win a game in a regional, but probably can't win a regional. So my job is to get the most out of them and get them to their peak, whatever their peak is from year to year. And I'm not going to let them slip. I'm not going to let them be satisfied. I'm not going to let them not show up and compete. And because when you do that in 3 weeks, your season ends or your career ends. And that's what I'm trying to. I don't want that to happen to our guys. I want it to be if we show up and get beat sometime in the postseason, I want it to be because the other team was better than us and they played better than us, not because we didn't play. And I thought a lot of that was tonight. I didn't think it was 17, but it was 2 in the third quarter. And I don't. This is not a knock on them. I thought a lot of that was our doing. I thought it was our. I mean, if we've all seen Gore hit 7 or 8 threes in the game, he had some open ones. If those go, this game's changed. And it's like we were kind of just playing, and if he missed it, oh, hey, good, he missed. But instead of making him either not get a shot or being the reason he didn't make it, we were just kind of content tonight.
Coach, let's look ahead toward next week. Another 3-game week for us. Monday night on the road at Chester. We'll travel to the opposite side of the state Tuesday and then come back.
I thought if we could get both borders.
It's the border war.
I thought that'd be really kind of cool if we could do it on a Monday and Tuesday in February.
Yeah, Harrisburg on Tuesday.
Because there's not a chance of bad weather or anything like that. This Chester game is the reschedule.
Right. And here's – we looked at some dates to make it up. Here's what I didn't want. I didn't want our guys to lose games. We lost 2 games last year. I didn't want us to lose 2 games this year. I want them to get them their games. And like what kind of the way we tell our kids is, all right, if you have an opportunity to practice or play, which would you rather do? Well, they would rather play a game. So instead of having Monday practice, we got a Monday game.
and we got a Tuesday game. So they always say that. I would rather play in a game than practice, but
I don't know.
Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder if they really want to give that effort that it takes to go win on the road. But we'll find out on Monday.
Yep, at Chester, and Tuesday at Harrisburg, and then Massac coming back here. Another big game, that conference game on Friday night when we come back home.
Yeah, you got 4 regular season games left.
Yep.
And not that Monday night doesn't matter, but 3 of them will be whether you put your number on the wall up there or not, whether you hang a banner or not with the conference championship. So I'm hoping that we'll use the weekend and we'll come back on Monday and we start elevating our sense of urgency to what it's going to take to go win a conference championship.
Pick up your 23rd win tonight, 23-3 after beating AJ 58-41. I got it. Can't let you go. Who's your pick for tomorrow? I want to hear it.
Man, I barely know who's playing.
We're talking football, not basketball.
Yeah, I know. I know where he goes. Man, I'll go with the Patriots. I mean, Mike Vrabel got fired with the Titans.
Yeah.
Comes back. Shoot, why not?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see. It's tomorrow night.
You know what? Here's what I really hope. As I hope with any game that I watch, I hope the game is won and not lost.
Yeah.
I
not a mistake.
I hate when games are lost on a missed field goal. I hate when games are won up. I want the game to be won. I don't want the Super Bowl to be determined on somebody's misfortunes.
Yeah, wide right.
So, we'll go with the Pats.
Now, I agree with that 100%.
Unless it's your team.
Unless it's the Packers. I want them to
like for all those years in the 90s when Florida State kept missing field goals and the Hurricanes won,
yes.
I was all for that. It's just different when it's your team.
I agree. Hey, the Lions get the win tonight, 58-41. John, wrap us up.
The beat goes on. The Lions are notching wins, not always playing their best basketball, but maybe they're going to save their best for the postseason. And maybe just kind of have to graduate to that level. But despite the coach's concerns and other Lions fans' concerns, perhaps 23-3 is pretty salty, not just in Southern Illinois but statewide.
Absolutely. They win it tonight, 58-41. As we said, back in action Monday night, 7 o'clock tip.
Triple header, so
7:30.
It'll be 7:30. It'll be
7:30.
5 o'clock freshman, 6 o'clock, 6:15 JV. Yep. So every bit of 7:30 would be my guess. But we also play 6-minute freshman quarters, 7-minute JV. So you may stay on path, and it being a Monday night, I hope we stay on path.
For my broadcast partner, John Homan, that's Coach Shane Hawkins. Back at the studio, Brian Arpau. Thanks for listening. Lions get the win. They pick up 23rd win of the year tonight, 58-41 on News Radio, WJPF. God bless everybody.
This has been a broadcast.
Thanks, bud.
Good job, gentlemen. We will talk to you on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Bank of Heron, Heather's Bake Shop, the City of Carterville, Ward Chrysler, and Banterra Bank. Also supporting this broadcast.